Hey guys, so today I just want to make a really quick video about all the things that have been happening in the beginning of this week. It's Wednesday as of this video recording, Wednesday, August 19th. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. Alright, so I'm going to be using Rush Racing 2's Facebook page just to help me properly guide about the things that I want to talk about for this video. And I'm just going to try to do my best to make this as short as possible, but also explaining the things that I want to talk about. But like I said, you could pretty much go and look at their post within this page, on their page, and pretty much, see it. But majority of the things you guys probably know about already. So the first thing that happened was during the McLaren event, like in the last few hours of the German event, basically a Jeddah event, and LeaseWeb was experiencing network issues, their infrastructure provider for the game, I guess it runs their connection or their servers. I have no idea, but you could click on that link and figure out what was going on. Since it's set and fixed, you don't see that update for this issue anymore, but you can go and check out their website. I was kind of messing around on it, just clicking on things, and it was just kind of interesting to know that Rush Racing 2 is using another site for their connection or for their servers. So it kind of shows you where the game is when it comes to what they're using as tools to make this game happen. But yeah, I thought that was like really cool to see that they shared this type of information with us, because they could have just said like, oh, we're experiencing some issues, just give us some time. Or they could have just shut down the game and not say anything at all, and then turn it back on when it's ready to go, which they should have done, because while this was happening, there was other things that we're working on too, and it is listed within this post, which is, they're able to reach 2 million racers, which I guess is a milestone for them, and I had a feeling, like, when it comes to like the developers, there's a business there's a business strategy and like mindset behind here. They need their games to hit like to have a certain amount of downloads and players, playing the game. And they also want to see like financial success, being able to profit, so they can put that money into the game and expand it, make it better, but also take some of that money, because they deserve it, and give some money to the workers that are helping them out. If you know about anything about running a business, those are some things that you have to look into: overhead, employees, and all these other stuff. You'll have to like take all that money that you earn and kind of just like put bits and pieces in order to get things done. So yeah, 2 million racers, that's a milestone for them. They're, of course, stoked about it, and they want this game to be as good as Racing Rivals. They say they want this to, plans to build the best drag racing game ever made. So yeah, it's going to be better than Racing Rivals for sure. And that's just my opinion, because this game is still alive and running, and there's still even though if there's people complaining, there's still people playing the game. So yeah, they also talk about how they're gonna run heavy promotions across US, Canada, and Australia soon. I guess because they hit this milestone, so now we're gonna be seeing more players now that are gonna be playing the game, which is gonna be kind of cool. And also they talk about the updates, like security latency improvements and new lobbies, and that was the change. That was like the big change within this whole entire like post. So there's no such thing as 939, 957 max. It is 937, 959, 981, then max. So instead of 3 lobbies, it's 4. There were some people saying that there was like 5 or 6. There was a lot of speed rating numbers getting thrown around within the community, but I'm just gonna go with those 4 because those are like the ones I know so far. And it's not like there's other players like coming to me like, oh, these are the new, lobbies and all that stuff. And people are adapting to this change, and then there's people, complaining about this change. But the positive note is that they were able to update some things. They reached 2 million users, and they're just really excited to get this game promoted so more players can start playing. And yes, we can thank the farmers for that, because there are individuals that play this game that have multiple accounts and they use it to gain cars, gain cash, get points for competitive racing so that you can get the prize cars. We know the big deal. However, if you take all that technical stuff and put it aside, 2 million downloads, 2 million users, 2 million racers, if each download counted as a racer, that's a big deal, But yeah, and I'll have to say that I'm part of it too, because I have a Facebook account and I have an Android account. So yeah, out of the 2 million, 2 of those accounts are mine, so I like to put it out there. Alright, then next they talk about the new cars that are added to the showroom. You see it there. They got a truck, they got a Dodge, they got a Porsche, they got a Ferrari. So that is really cool. 2 of them being tier 6 and 1 of them being tier 5. I love them putting trucks into this game, because it's making me think that they're going to add a truck event. And now that there is this crew hangout for the Cyclone for this weekend, I'm really interested to see if they're going to do like a truck event, because that would be really cool. And not a lot of farmers will be able to get free Cyclones off the bat, so that's going to be really crazy to see. So yeah, because there's a lot of trucks, so there's enough trucks in this game to have a truck event. So I'm just really excited to see that as a future event, because now the real players are going to be able to have a chance, while the farmers are going to have to think like, oh, how am I going to crush cars now. So yeah, but anyways, these are really 3 great cars. Yes, they are you have to buy them with gems, but to me that's not a big deal, because I have money. So it's just like, okay, if I really want it, I can use my gems for it. But for some people that don't want to spend money in the game, it's kind of like it's just like they hate it, because they're like, oh, why don't you put a cash option? If I was the developers and I knew about farmers, doing things like transferring all their cash to their main accounts and moving cars to their main accounts and gathering points all onto their main accounts, I would be dumb to put a cash option on these cars when I'm aware of this. And yeah, they're not like responding to everyone within their in the comment section or in their emails, but I know that they're aware of things that are going on in the game with the players. But they're just gonna pretty much write it out until they can actually fix it and update it in a way where it's all that stuff is under control. But if that happens, then the whole market goes skyrocketing in value, because it's gonna be hard to get everything the way that people are getting things now these days. So it's crazy, right? Not much to say. It's a smart move to make it gems, because they know in order to get gems, you're either really grinding out on your level on this game and doing showdown events and crew hangout events to get the gems, but they're like so little to the point where it's going to take you a while to just get 1 car, and then on top of that you have to go and have cash to like tune it up and all that. But at the end of the day, that's pretty much the game. The game is not going to be super easy where you can get all this cash quick, all these gems quick, and you can get everything all at once, so you can go in the lobbies, flex on them a little bit, and then like head out. But yeah, 3 new cars, and hopefully like with these new lobby changes and new cars being added to this game, it'll be able to open up more events that are more specific, and we can see some of these new cars or cars that never used to top before like be a part of the meta and all that stuff. Is there a car that's gonna beat the Jettas now? Is there gonna be a car that's faster than the Bugatti and the Lamborghinis and all that stuff? So only time will tell after people get their tunes straight and all that stuff. And yeah, I mean, these updates and these changes are new. This is only the first week of it, and I'm in, I'm very interested to see what's gonna happen within the game for the next following weeks. But at the end of the day, guys, that's it, and we will see. I'll see you in the next video. Just stay safe out there, guys.